Hey everybody, it's another good day of recovery. I have a quick video here. One of our viewers had asked this question, more like a statement. He says, I am willing for God to remove my fear and ask Him, meaning God, to remove it. I just still feel the fear. I expect it to be removed at once, but I still experience it. Good question or comment. So here's a couple of things. Any kind of addict kind of wants instant fix. It's kind of like our expectation is, I don't feel well. How do I ensure that I feel really good? Well, we pick our substance. This is just seltzer water, but we pick a substance or a behavior that pretty much gives us that feeling we know we will feel. So, say, like, I don't feel well, sad or scared or frustrated or angry. If I eat a donut, I can pretty much predict how I'll feel for at least 20 minutes. Other behaviors the same. So that's why they're so addictive, because we're so trying to feel how we want to feel. So we use the substance rather than just feel it. Just feel the feelings. It's not going to kill us. So in light of the program where we're asking God to remove our fears, it's a good prayer. But it also says in step 4 to ask ourselves why we have them. So maybe I have a fear and it just feels like a general fear, but it's like, well, why am I afraid? Oh, well, there could be a number of reasons. I could be kind of control freak. I want to control the feeling, just the feeling itself. Or I might be trying to look good to people. I'm afraid of how people will view me. So that would be probably, we could call it pride or vainglory or people pleasing. Or say, like, I'm going to quench my thirst here. Say, like, I'm afraid of illness. That cough was actually kind of a prompting here to, hey, what else could I be afraid of? Oh, illness. So then what is the underlying defect of character? It could be too much care for the body, an obsession with how I feel feelings. Say, like, I'm afraid a loved one might choose something I wouldn't choose. Sounds like kind of codependency. That would be, well, that's the fear. And I've already identified the defect of character is me trying to control someone else's life. So there's great value to when you're asking God to remove something, but also prior to that, to ask Him to remove what the defect of character is. And then if you go to your AA book and you read the section on this, on fear, it says, we ask God for how He wants us to be. Notice it doesn't say how He wants, what He wants me to do, but how He wants me to be. We direct our attention, because anxiety and fear is really attention getting. And that's why it's really hard to just get rid of. And I would probably say, yeah, God, remove my fear, replace it with no fear of what people think of me, or letting go of control over what happens to my body, or give me the courage to things I could do regarding my body, like go to the gym and exercise, eat right, pray for, actually another fear underneath could be sloth, that I don't go to the gym, I don't take care of my health, and now it comes to a head, and now I have to go to get to a doctor, and I'm afraid of what the results are going to be. So if I ask, well, why am I afraid? Well, because I haven't been doing what I need to do. So then I ask God for help with that. And then from there, direct Him to ask God. We don't direct God. We ask God to direct us how He would have me be. Well, I might be a person who wants to trust in Him for my health, not worry what people think of me, to let go of control, and to feel the fear, because courage is not the absence of feeling fear. I've said this a lot of times this last year. If I'm afraid to go to a department store and I muster up courage, then yeah, courage fits because I'm afraid to go to a grocery store or something like that. If I have no fear of grocery stores, would it be appropriate to say, well, I was courageous going to the grocery store? No, because I don't have any fear of that. So when we pray for courage, understand that we're praying for something that's different than the absence of fear. It's doing the right action in spite of the fear, which my personal experience and also professional experience is that in the midst of the activity we're doing, when we have courage, it does feel like the fear falls away and we feel better afterwards. And then if we do that over and over, we're really not afraid of going to the grocery store or afraid of our health deteriorating, or we learn to let go. I like the phrase, and I'll conclude with this, is that the AA book says we trust infinite God rather than our finite selves. So almost any fear we ever have is about Erik, trying to trust Erik's power and Erik's ideas and Erik's willpower and wisdom and all that. It's very self-contained versus letting go of control and asking myself to connect with God in a way. And then from there, I get peace. And it's not instant, but maybe it is sometimes. I'm not going to control that either. So hopefully this is helpful to those that struggle with that. You take care and have a great day.